You think you know Dubai? The Burj Khalifa, the fancy malls, the wild nightlife? You've only seen the postcard. The real Dubai story, the one that explains how a sleepy fishing village became a global superpower in just a few decades, is hidden. Most people completely miss it. If you like this, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to Dubai Curious, right where you're watching this video from. They see the shiny buildings, but don't understand the incredible journey, the grit, the vision that made it all happen. Think about it. Just 60 years ago, people here lived in simple homes, not skyscrapers. They relied on the sea, not international trade. Understanding that transformation, the challenges they faced, the risks they took, that's the history that truly matters. It's not just about dates and names. It's about the human story, the incredible ambition that fueled this impossible rise. Get ready to see Dubai in a way you never have before. Forget the fancy cars and tall buildings. Dubai wasn't always like this. Imagine a place with just a few simple houses made of mud and palm leaves. This was Dubai, not that long ago. People lived by the sea. Their boats were small, made of wood. They fished for food. They also dove for pearls. This was hard work. They held their breath and went deep underwater. Finding pearls was rare. It wasn't a rich life. No big shops, no air conditioning, just the sun, the sand, and the sea. Children played in the sand. Adults worked hard every day. They didn't have much, but they had their community. Everyone knew each other. They helped each other. This was the real Dubai for hundreds of years. A quiet, simple place by the water. This is the part of the story many people miss. The part before the world noticed this little village. The part where life was about survival, not luxury. It's a completely different picture than what you see today. You think Dubai was built on oil? Think again. Before the skyscrapers and the endless sand dunes, before the black gold flowed, Dubai's wealth came from something much smaller, much more delicate, the pearl. Yes, tiny shells from the Arabian Gulf were the engine of Dubai's economy for centuries. Pearl diving wasn't glamorous. It was dangerous, back-breaking work. Divers plunged deep without modern equipment, holding their breath for minutes. They faced sharks, strong currents, and the constant risk of drowning or decompression sickness. The boats, called dhows, would sail out for months at a time, the divers enduring harsh conditions. They collected oysters from the seabed. Back on the boat, they'd pry open the shells, hoping for that perfect iridescent sphere. Not every oyster held a treasure. Many were empty, but the ones that did held immense value. These pearls were not just local currency. They were traded across the world. Merchants from India, Persia, and even Europe came to Dubai specifically for its high-quality pearls. Dubai became a regional hub for this trade. Its natural harbor provided a safe place for ships to load and unload their precious cargo. This pearl trade created the first real wealth for Dubai. It funded the early infrastructure, the basic buildings, and the small markets. It established Dubai's reputation as a trading post. It laid the groundwork for everything that came after. Without the pearl, there is no modern Dubai. You think Dubai is just glitz and glamour? You're missing the biggest piece of the puzzle. The real story isn't about fancy buildings, it's about oil. Finding oil in the 1960s changed everything. It wasn't a sudden boom, but a slow, steady change. Before oil, Dubai relied on pearls and trade. Imagine a simple fishing village. Then oil revenue started coming in. This money didn't just disappear. The rulers, especially Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, had a vision. They didn't just spend it all, they invested it. They built infrastructure. Think roads, ports, airports. They knew the oil wouldn't last forever, so they used the oil money to build a future economy. They built schools and hospitals. They created a place that could attract businesses and tourists. This wasn't just luck, it was smart planning. They took a temporary resource, oil, and used it to build a permanent foundation for growth. This transition from pearls and trade to an oil-funded, diversified economy is the real turning point in Dubai's history. It's the moment the modern city truly began. You think Dubai's just about oil money? Think again. After the oil boom, Dubai's leaders faced a choice. They didn't just sit back, they had a big dream. Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum was the first. He saw a city for the future. He built the first airport. He dug the creek deeper for bigger ships. He started building roads and schools. Then came Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He pushed even harder. He wanted Dubai to be the best in everything. He launched big projects. The Burj Khalifa, the Palm Islands, the metro. Things people thought were impossible. They didn't just build buildings. They built a place people wanted to visit, a place for business, a place to live. This vision made Dubai different. It wasn't just about selling oil. It was about selling an idea, the idea of a global city. This is the part many people miss, the smart planning, the bold choices. That's how Dubai became what you see today, a world leader, not just an oil town. You think Dubai is just sand and skyscrapers? Think again. Dubai built the impossible. Forget boring buildings. They built the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on earth. It's not just tall, it's a city in the sky. Then there are the Palm Islands. They literally built islands in the ocean. Giant palm trees you can live on. How? Years of planning, massive ships, and millions of tons of sand and rock. It wasn't easy. Engineers had to figure out how to stop the islands from sinking or washing away. They used special techniques to pack the sand tight and build strong walls. They also built the world islands, shaping the coast into countries. Imagine building a map you can see from space. Dubai wasn't afraid to dream big and spend big to make it happen. These projects weren't just buildings, they were statements. Statements that Dubai could do anything, anywhere. They attracted tourists, businesses, and people from all over. These amazing buildings and projects showed the world what Dubai was becoming, a global hub built on ambition and innovation. You think Dubai is just glass and steel? Wrong. You missed the soul of this city. Before the skyscrapers, there was a rich culture. Bedouin tribes lived here for centuries. They were pearl divers, fishermen, traders. Their life was hard, tied to the sea and the desert. Think about it. No air conditioning, no fancy cars, just survival. They built simple homes from palm leaves and coral. They told stories around campfires. Their traditions are still alive. Look at the souks, the spice souk, the gold souk. These aren't just shops. They are echoes of the past. The scent of spices, the call to prayer, the bargaining. That's the real Dubai. The falconry shows, a link to Bedouin hunting traditions, the traditional music, the dances, passed down through generations. It's not just about shopping malls and theme parks. It's about hospitality, respect for elders, a deep connection to the land and sea. These aren't museum pieces. They are woven into daily life. You see it in the way people greet each other, in the communal meals, in the value placed on family. This is the history that gets overlooked, the human story, the traditions that shaped the people who built this modern marvel. Don't just look up at the Burj Khalifa, look around, look closer. The past is still here. It's in the air, it's in the faces of the people, it's in the rhythm of the city. That's the 90% you missed. Okay, so you think you know Dubai? Think again. The future of Dubai is already here, and it's crazier than anything you've seen. Forget the Burj Khalifa. Dubai is building cities that float on water. Yes, floating cities. They call it the floating seahorse. It's not just a fancy house. It's a whole living space, partly underwater, where you can see fish swimming right outside your window. It's like living in a giant aquarium, but luxurious. And it's not just one or two. They plan to build many of these. This is a massive project called the Heart of Europe, a group of islands designed to look and feel like different European countries. Imagine walking through streets that look like Paris, then stepping onto a beach like the French Riviera, all in Dubai. It's completely wild. They're even making it snow on some of these islands, like in Switzerland. This is Dubai pushing the limits, not just building tall, but building entirely new ways to live and visit. It's about creating experiences you can't find anywhere else. They are investing billions in projects like Hyperloop, that super-fast train concept. They want to connect Dubai to Abu Dhabi in minutes. This isn't science fiction anymore. Dubai is making it real. This is how Dubai stays ahead. They don't just follow trends, they create them. The focus is now on sustainability and smart technology. Think buildings that clean the air and use solar power for everything. Dubai is aiming to be one of the smartest, greenest cities in the world. They are even using drones for deliveries and taxis. Yes, drone taxis are coming. This is the next level. Dubai is always looking for the next big thing, the next impossible idea to make possible. So you've seen a glimpse of the Dubai you might have missed, the history, the culture, the real heart of the city. But where do you go to dig even deeper? How do you uncover more of these incredible stories? Start with the museums. The Etihad Museum tells the story of the UAE's formation. It's powerful. The Al Fahidi historical neighborhood, also known as Al Bastakia, is like stepping back in time. Walk the narrow lanes, see the wind towers, visit the Dubai Museum housed in Al Fahidi Fort. It's the oldest building in the city and shows what life was like before the skyscrapers. Don't forget the local markets, the souks, the spice souk, the gold souk. They are living history. Talk to the shopkeepers. They have generations of stories. Explore the less-known areas. The Hatta Mountains have ancient rock formations and historical sites. The desert itself holds secrets. Go on a cultural tour, not just a dune bash. Find local guides who share their heritage. Read books about the Bedouin tribes, the pearl divers, the merchants who built this city. Look for documentaries and historical archives online. Dubai's past is not hidden. It's waiting to be discovered. It's richer, more complex, and far more fascinating than most people ever realize. Start exploring beyond the obvious. You thought you knew Dubai? Think again. Forget the fancy buildings for a second. The real Dubai story is older, much older. It's in the sand, in the sea, in the old wind towers. We talked about the future, the wild islands, the super-fast trains, the smart buildings. That's amazing, sure, but that's just one chapter. The other chapters, they're about pearl divers, traders, and simple life before the skyscrapers. You can see this past. Walk the old streets in Al Fahidi. Smell the spices in the souks. Imagine life in the desert or the Hatta Mountains long ago. Go to the museums. They tell the real tales. Talk to people who know the history. They can show you the hidden parts. Dubai isn't just new and shiny, it's old and deep. Don't miss the real story. Explore it yourself. Find the history. It's waiting for you. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to Dubai Curious. Let us know where you're watching this video from. 40 Mini.